Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gritcast. We're here this time with the NHL 24 gameplay reveal. Very exciting after last year's, disappointment of a game. Matt, how are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Getting ready for the reveal trailer. It's always like the unofficial start of the new hockey season for me.
It's true. It does feel like, hockey's upon us, right? Whenever this comes out. So that's nice. And like I said, last year was a little bit of a disappointment. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying that. So, we're expecting big things this year. So, I'm excited to see what they're giving us. So, Matt, are you ready?
Absolutely, let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
From non-stop pressure and physicality to dynamic new ways to attack, EA Sports NHL
I like that.
24 brings it and so much more. We couldn't be more excited to show
Very
you what's
fluid.
new this year.
It looks like it, right?
Yes, new goalie animations.
New hitting back. Wow, into the bench again. That's back.
Crossplay is here. Now, you can finally compete
This is
with
needed.
or against your friends
Yeah.
on same generation
Long overdue, I
consoles.
think.
This vastly improves matchmaking quality and shortens wait times, so you and your crew can make the most of your time on the ice.
Nice.
This is a literal game changer. The exhaust engine lets you feel the intensity of hemming an opponent in the zone, forcing
like
you
that.
to make strategic decisions.
That was quick.
like choosing to establish
Yeah, you
puck
can cycle the
possession
puck now,
or
it looks
attack
like.
on the rush.
Finally.
Exhaust engine
Like
is
a
made up
full
of the
cycle.
sustained pressure system
Oh.
and the goalie fatigue system.
Some new animations.
The sustained pressure system rewards extended offensive events such as shooting, passing, and checking in the attacking zone, as you can see with the pressure gauge. The offensive team will gain a boost in stats due to the adrenaline effect, while the defensive team gets a decrease in stats.
So Ice
due
Tail
to
with
the
a
ping
name.
effect. This change makes real hockey plays effective.
Oh,
The
that was
dump and
nice.
chase can be used to wear down the opponent and retrieve the puck. Full pressure strategies like
So that's cool. Do they have? So there's like a dump and chase button now, I guess.
boards and outplay, or risk turning the puck over in the slot.
I kind of dig it
Also
though.
added
The
goalie
momentum
fatigue
shifts.
feature, adding over 50 new goalie
Yeah,
animations,
yeah.
including a brand new desperation save package.
Nice.
They know the
Goalies are now
goalies can
tired
stand
as you
up, right?
increase
Yeah,
attack
yeah.
zone
Yeah,
time,
right.
move the puck around, and
I
most
feel like there's
importantly,
way too many
get shots
desperation
on
saves
net.
though based off this
As the
trailer.
goalie tires, they'll
Look
make
at that
more
though. Like you don't
errors,
have to do
causing
that in that
rebounds
situation,
and
right?
Absolute chaos in the crease.
First thoughts.
Take the body,
I guess
take
it's
the
better for
game.
human goalies too, right?
That's true.
Physics-based
Yeah,
contact
100%.
feature
New
revolutionizes
hitting?
checking in NHL
Okay.
24.
Whoa!
What were they using before?
Physicality of the game and ramping up the fun and
Physics-based
authenticity of
contact.
offensive
Shouldn't it
plays.
always be like that?
Right. Like
If you land a big check, your opponent will re-enter the play slower, creating more turnovers.
I
and
feel like
counterattack
that's the way it's
opportunities.
always been.
But
I don't
if
know.
you
We can go
don't
back and
connect,
watch, but
you'll be left out of position. This really
Left out of
increases
position?
the risk-reward factor and
It's always
makes
been like
gameplay
that.
incredibly
Yeah, like
exciting.
Brent Burns hits.
Landing a clean solid check on the opponent.
these animations are pretty cool, but again, they're a
I
little.
like that one.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that hit check
Tons of
one.
New wow moments in every game. A quick push on the right stick.
I like
will
that
allow
how you
you
can
to
just
shove the
nudge
opponent,
guys off the
creating
puck. That's
quick
cool.
puck separation with lower
That's
penalty
cool.
risk. Plus, we've also introduced a new gameplay
Lower
meta that
penalty
adds a
risk for, like,
dedicated
charging?
reverse body
Yeah.
check control. This allows the
Oh.
puck carrier to protect the puck with their body to impactful effect.
That's cool.
And to make
That's
all
alright.
that
Okay, so
even
you
sweeter,
don't need the trait to do it now.
players
No,
into the
that
bench
might be
to break
abused
the
though.
glass. Showing off
Oh,
your
broken
skill
glass.
Has never been this
Okay,
fun.
okay.
Brought that back.
Control skill moves introduces a whole new control setup that makes highlight reel moves more intuitive and accessible.
That looked very
Button-back moves
fluid.
give you more
That looked
options,
nice.
But timing to play right and reading the ice will be the difference between success.
Is this like the
and
one-touch
failure.
deke?
However, if you prefer legacy controls, you'll still have that option. Plus, a new
Interesting.
ability,
Okay,
fake,
okay, so you have the
pass, or
option.
deke
Okay.
out every move also adds a dynamic new offensive layer to the game.
This is what I'm interested in.
Tack, toe. Vision passing puts
Is this what I think it
play
is?
with your
Yes, sir.
teammates at your fingertips.
Oh, I'm
Offering
excited for
Thank
this.
God.
passes
This
to
is the
keep
best thing they've
possession
done in
and
over
mount
10
that
years.
all-important
Easy.
pressure. By mapping the controller's face buttons to your teammates,
This will make sixes
vision
so much
passing
So much
features allow
easier.
more efficient
Yeah.
passing, but opens up different
That's cool.
opportunities, like disguising a
that's-
pass
that's-
on a
that's
PP
great.
to
We
set
need
up a
that.
perfect
Yeah.
play. This also unlocks stretch and breakaway
Nice, see?
passes,
Yeah, that's-
giving you
they've
new
been
ways
missing
to
this.
attack the net. But hitting the correct button alone won't guarantee a perfect pass. Gameplay components and player attributes all factor into a successful
It's just a
play.
bad pass.
Yeah,
Plus,
that was
we've
right up the
added
middle.
one-touch passing, which lets you quickly
This.
move the puck around the ice
Yes.
by tapping the pass button as the puck is in transit. Altogether, this creates so many more exciting passing
This is good.
opportunities
Like
and
that.
ways for
Yeah.
players to get creative on the ice.
Where's the defense on that?
For our brick walls out there, an
The
update
Leafs.
to our human goalie controls makes playing goal more accessible and intuitive.
Okay, okay.
Cool.
I like
Historically,
this.
The game's controls made it easy to lose the net.
Yes.
Creating frustrating empty net goals and a steep learning curve. So in NHL 24, we have added a
that's
new
an early
tethered
slide,
control
though.
system. As
Wow.
you slide back and forth to make saves, you simply release the left analog stick, and your goalie will auto-return back to a centered position.
Okay.
We have also added
That's
a
good.
new instinct system.
I don't know.
This allows you to guess the location of the shot for a bonus on your save attempt.
This is
Guessing
cool.
wrong
That's
increases
cool.
the
This is
chance
more
of
like
winning.
NHL
It's
like
a
13.
nice addition for our veteran goalies and really breathes new life into the position. From high-pressure plays that'll leave you sweating to sending your friends
Nice.
into the bench, NHL 24 steps the game up to give you those authentic hockey feelings. Thank you for watching, and catch you on the
Wait,
ice.
pause it.
Yeah.
I see that World of Chill Battle Pass. So
Oh, there's a few
They're-
things,
they're-
Matt. There's a few things we'll get into that I have info on. But
Battle Pass.
yeah.
Okay.
Should we go to the okay? First thoughts. Let's go to you first, and then we can go through the whole video again.
First thoughts is it's a much more fluid game than in
Yes.
previous years. But again, this is more like cinematic gameplay than like actual gameplay, except for a few moments like the hits and the goals. Yeah, based off like the comparison to 23, all I can say is just it just looks more fluid, more you have more control over what happens.
Yeah. I think I'm with you there. Looks fluid. It kind of, looks like there will be less awkward plays, if that makes sense. Like things that definitely shouldn't happen and wouldn't happen in real life. But honestly, like first impressions overall, like I'm not too impressed with a lot of it, especially considering last year. But we can go back to the beginning and kind of like skim through it. Obviously, we got crossplay here, right? Long overdue, I think. What would
Very much so.
what
The
would you say?
full crossplay, not just what we had last year.
Yeah, which like I don't even know why they would put in what we had last year, to be honest. But anyway, I get like to find more games or whatever, sure. But honestly, there wasn't much there. But long overdue. I'll let this play in the background. But honestly, like Fortnite's had it for a long time, so it's nice that it's in it. And then this looks cool. Like the cross seam passing, like that looks awesome. What do you think about the new player indicator? Because it looks like the old games.
It does look like the old games, and it's got the energy on the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't think
each
we've
player.
had that in previous years.
No,
Unless it was like a World of Chill where it was like the lower left.
Yeah. I don't know if because I really like how realistic the game has been in some iterations of it. And I feel like this makes it look more like the PS2 version of the games. I don't know. That's just me, though. Like, I don't know if I want to see an energy bar. It's a nice touch, but takes away from, like, the realism. But whatever. That's just me and my preference. The other thing that you mentioned, I feel like there's way too many desperation saves in this trailer.
Far too many. Yeah, because the goalies, like half the time, like right there, they're on the ground.
And there's a couple times in this trailer where I know they're going to tune things, but, like, guys, the goalie just, here we are right here. Perfect with what's playing in the background. Goalies can stand up. I promise you. It makes saves standing up. Like, I don't know why he's diving there. There's a lot going on with these animations, I think. Like, especially here, like, you don't have to dive across the crease like that. But I'm sure they'll tune it back,
Yeah.
and the new animations will be good.
And there's another thing I had mentioned before the video. The animated boards, as you can see.
Yeah.
I don't really get that because it
No.
doesn't add into the realism.
I
Like
did.
when the players are like actually playing, they don't see the animated boards. Why should we when we're playing?
Right.
Like that makes no sense.
And which is, I get that. And right here, I think it's right here when he scores, you can see like a goal animation on the boards there. I'm gonna go back so you can see that. And I'll pause it. Right there with the Islanders. That doesn't happen in real life.
What? The only time I can remember that happening was like the World Cup
The
of
World
hockey
Cup.
when they were testing. Yeah.
Right. But I don't. We might see it this year. Who knows? But I mean, maybe they're teasing something that's going to happen this year. But that takes away from the realism for me as well. But honestly, that's just a nitpicky thing.
Like the only time I could see those like animated boards like in the game is if this game had like a spectator mode for World of Chill. Like
Right.
that would be cool.
And that's
But
something that
not
people have been asking for forever too, right?
yeah.
I do like this nudging off the puck thing. I don't know how you feel about that, especially as a defenseman yourself.
That doesn't bother me. It's the ability for like players like Makar to reverse hit.
Yeah, even Tavares here. Like Tavares is not a
Yeah.
power forward, guys. like, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
There's a
think
few
the feature
things.
I'm excited for the most is the icon passing.
Yeah, and
Like that's the one thing.
we're about to get into it, but I did want to bring this up. I don't know if you saw this. Broken glass again. Um, honestly, they took it out. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw broken glass in real life. Again, just nitpicking. But this is a prime example of something I brought up in my video last year, talking about NHL 23, where they're bringing back a ton of old features that we had already and asking you for your $80 if you're Canadian every year. And I just think it's a little bit insulting to our intelligence and, with how expensive everything is now. They're literally like, hey guys, broken glass and shit, and they want you to buy the game. Like I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. Stuff like this, it just doesn't. But
Yeah, but how often is it going to happen online? Because
that's what I want to know too.
there were a few features that were in offline but not online. Broken sticks,
Yep.
net off the moorings that still happens online, and
Mm.
broken glass that was also offline. I don't
Offline.
believe it was ever online
Yep. I don't remember
because
it
it was
being.
just it was very random. It's like
Yeah.
you can't have something like that online.
No. So I wonder how that affects the game too. And the new skill stick, total control skill move. I don't know what this means. They also said legacy controls. I don't know if you heard the guy, which
I
means
think
that
Legacy,
Yep.
yeah, there's like the controls before,
right. But what's before
like
like
the current.
current? So which means that there's new controls this year, which is very. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, for them to say there's like a new skill stick without actually telling us how it works, it's a bit confusing. It's like, hey, there's something new.
Not
You're gonna
only
have
that,
to find out.
yeah, you're literally gonna have to find out because, correct me if I'm wrong, the beta or the technical test comes out before the next gameplay trailer comes out. So you're gonna have no idea how to play when the technical test comes out, and then they're gonna base
Which
everything.
comes out
I think
on
23rd.
the 20 check my calendar here, 21st, which is next Monday.
Next Monday it releases. But yeah, like it's just confusing to me. Like, hey guys, play the technical test so you can test the game. We're not gonna show you how to play it at all anymore. Because we've
Find
changed
out.
it. Just find out then, and then we're gonna, based on your skills with the new controls, we are going to tweak the real game. It's a little problematic, but anyway, I do like how not every player can do the skill moves. That's still a good thing, I think. But and also that probably shouldn't go in.
Yeah, that should not go in, but it's Montembeau,
Right.
so I mean, it's a little realistic.
Yes. This is something you wanted to look at, vision passing, which is like it was in 2K, and like this is the by far best thing I've seen in this trailer for sure.
Easily, yeah.
This is awesome. I don't know if you play too much 2K, Matt, or anyone watching this, but it's a game changing feature on pick and rolls and stuff. So to have this for the power play and sixes, like you said, like game changer, man. This is good. Nice little move there too. And I do like how, not everyone can, sauce the puck like through four people. That's a good thing too. I don't know. We can go back for a second here. I don't know how you feel about vision passing or what this might do. Like, do you think it could help cycling too?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the main reason why it's in. Instead of the right stick sort of aiming where you want it to pass it to, like you've got like an actual indicator,
Right.
and it makes passing so much easier.
And I mean, like, there's times like we play sixes online where you're on the power play, especially you're trying to pass it to somebody specific, and it's just a shot in the dark, honestly. Like, and half the time it just doesn't work.
Or even breakouts too, because there's the
Yes.
times where I want to pass it to the opposite wing and you go to the center, and
Yeah.
the center's obviously going to get blown up.
Exactly. I do like the one touch passing is very long overdue. Like that's
I
so
wonder.
awesome.
You think that's only like a single player, like online versus or hot? Because I couldn't see that implemented into Roll of Shell.
I believe.
Because
I
that
think
would
it
take
could
too
work.
much like coordination.
Yeah, but I think like even with our team, we could pull something like that off. If you're passing back and forth and you're tapping R2, like because you already know you're gonna pass and it gives off that animation. I think that could work. I would think it would be in all game modes. I hope. Now goalies, we both play goalie, so I'll pause here. We both, have experience playing goalie, and for a long time. Like you played goalie since what? NHL 11, 12?
It was off and on, but like I was full time starting at like NHL like 18.
Yeah, yeah. I played. We were recruited to the same team, and I was a goalie for the team way back in NHL 12.
I
So
was the defenseman.
that's right, and so we have experience, playing goalie. So this is something I wanted to go through too, definitely. I just don't know. This sparked my interest because you do get pulled out of position a lot. Like you can agree with that. In NHL 23 and the past few games, but
It's not so that it's the X factors that like sort of deter you from playing the position correctly, like
exactly.
close quarters or 1T. It's like nerf those a bit. Come on. And there was no news on X factors.
No, and then they mentioned this in. That's the other thing. I wonder if they're tweaking them. I don't know. There's no news yet, but we'll see. This is the other thing they mentioned. If you let go of the left stick, the goalie will automatically come center for you. I don't know if that's the problem. I'm not sure if that was the problem anyway, ever. But it's cool that it'll bring you back center if you're not paying attention. But I really don't think not being centered was the issue with like the clip that they literally showed 5 seconds before of like somebody being out of position. I don't know. That's just me. Like not being centered is not the problem there. The animation is the problem.
The No, the problem there is the defense.
That too, there is none. Yeah, that's not the
Because
greatest clip to show that, by the way.
because Ekblad goes in for the puck when really it shouldn't be aggressive like that.
No, that's kind of a cherry picked clip there. But anyway, the instinct system is pretty cool. I like this because back in NHL 12, you had to pick where the puck was going, if you pick wrong, you get scored on, which is close to this. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how you feel about that.
Those indicators could be a little distracting.
There's a lot, dude. There is. I'm gonna try and pause here. There is a lot going on here, in my eyes, and especially with
See
the energy meter.
yeah, the pressure that kind of reminds me of the TNT NHL and TNT. Like they got like the power play
In
and
the
penalty
middle.
kill
Yeah.
clock there. It'd be cool if that would be implemented on man advantages.
I imagine it would be. I feel like this is just a teaser for some things, but yeah, I just feel like for a hot second there, especially with the vision. I don't know if you saw that purple thing, the vision, the goalie vision right here at the end. Giant pot right there. There's just a lot going on the screen. It's just me maybe, but there's a lot going on.
And look at that goalie energy bar.
Yeah, all the way
boy,
down.
Sorokin.
What period is this? Get your cardio up.
Well, there's all the New Jersey's pressure bar is also built up.
I wonder if that has something to do with it on each play. Like, I wonder if your fatigue plays into the pressure rating, like play by play. Like, that would be pretty interesting. Because he has like no energy here, and then he has energy again. So I don't. That's pretty interesting. New goalie animation again. Look, oh Matt, look at this. The Islanders are celebrating their win with the same animation we've had since NHL 2014.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I did not. Do they do the yes celebration still?
I don't even know if they do that still. Actually, I'd imagine they do it after goals. I know that, which is pretty cool. But
Because
anyway,
that was the thing like 8 years ago.
yeah. Also, their helmets are not the same colors as their jerseys, so that's awesome too. Set a nice little Makar goal, new animation there for the Selly, and that's your trailer. Now, you did mention this at the end. We got a battle pass. what,
Fortnite 24.
dog? What is the World of Chell battle pass? Like, I wonder what that could be. There something you'll like too. I'm just pulling it up here on my phone. And I've been asking for this for years, since NHL 19 when they changed it. World of Chell playoffs, Matt. They're changing them.
They're changing them?
They've listened to us, okay? But they're changing
Okay.
them. What it looks like,
What's the format?
it is. This is how I interpreted it. But I'm sure we'll get more information, especially when the World of Chell deep dive comes out in like a week or two, which is what they said. It's going to come out before September. So anyway, they've updated it to the point where now it is a 16 game do or die path to the championship. So the way I interpret it is you have to play four game sets to win the title. Whereas before, if you remember, you had to win 4 games in a row and you only got 1 redo.
Yeah, so it was like double elimination.
Yes. So it's something like that, but you have to win 4 rounds like in real life now. I can dig that. I like that. You're actually playing for something.
Do you have to play like say like first round? Is it like 16 different teams? Or
Oh
is
yeah,
it like,
yeah. It would be the way.
Okay.
I don't know. There's nothing in depth about it. But what I'm reading from it is you'll play. Like remember, back in the day, you used to play 4. You had to win 4 games in a row, and they would just be against whoever, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing. Like round 1 would just be like random team, random team, random team, random team, and then you can move on to round 2, quote unquote. That's the way I take the 16 game do or die.
Is it outdoors?
They haven't said, but if it is, then they're clearly not listening hard enough. So
Two steps forward, 1 step back if it's still outdoors.
that's their motto, man. That's their motto. Hey guys, we're gonna give you again this year. 5 new features? I'm gonna have to we'll deep dive more, and we're gonna give our thoughts on the technical test as well next week when that comes out. And when Nick comes back from vacation as well.
Yeah, he's gone Hollywood on us, folks.
That's right. Nick.
If you could, yeah. He's on vacation, a well-deserved vacation, might I add.
That's right, absolutely. But I'm just interested to see what this battle pass is, and then go from there, really. But again, they've only added a few things, and then they add a couple things from the past, and they ask you for $80. So for anyone saying like the game is going to be completely different, I'm not sure if faster passing and being able to cycle is going to make glitch goals and all the stuff that is not fun about the game go away. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll my hopes have been shattered after NHL 23. Honestly, like that's a poor game. That's a bad game. So
23, it was more like a transitional period because like in until 24, they were saying like, oh, brand new team, brand new creative directors. Well, be creative then.
do some dude. There's no Be a Pro or franchise mode in this trailer. Why?
I don't
They
think
did
there has
nothing with
been for a while. When's the last time they had franchise in a reveal?
Before COVID.
Pretty much, yeah, because
Yeah.
the last time it was like revamped was what, 17, 18?
So it's been a long time. Same with Be a Pro. Like 19 was the last. We're still playing the same story as NHL 19, and it's NHL 24. So I feel for the offline people too. Like not everyone wants to play World of Chell and Hut. Like they didn't even mention Hut in this. There was a lot of Hut gameplay. Don't get me wrong, but they didn't even mention Hut in this either.
Yeah, the only time they mentioned Hut was for the full crossplay compatibility.
Right. Which is good because personally I don't play Hut.
I haven't in a while.
And years. It's just not fun. Personally,
No.
It's just not fun. It's just not fun, and you spend so much money in for what? So, I don't know. I'm very interested about the World of Chell stuff. We predominantly play World of Chell, so that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, man, like the goalie animations too. Like I just feel like there's way too much in this trailer. Like they're gonna have to tone it down, but there's lots to like. I don't hate it.
Lots of positives,
Yeah.
like the pressure system.
Pressure system, the passing
there
is a good thing,
There
but
just needs to be a way to like just slow it down. Not everything needs to be arcadey.
no. And I think it also looks it looks like NHL 05 with the indicators at the bottom. I liked the way they had it. I didn't think that was something you have to change. I think the menu is something you have to change. It's been the same for 3 years.
But the ability that they've sort of implemented, like, hey, you actually have to do like hockey plays.
Yeah.
Like you have to like utilize strategy like dump and chase. When's the last time they said, hey, you go to dump and chase?
Never. I don't think have they
Like,
ever?
see-
Have they ever? And it's
I don't
such
think so.
it's a big part, especially of playoff hockey. It's huge, man. And
But even though Brian Burke hates it, like it's a part of the game.
No, yeah. I don't know. There's lots to like here, but I think we can wrap it up there. Unless Matt, you have something to add.
No, I think based off the 5.5 minute trailer here, I've gotten my thoughts off on the game. Probably even more as more news and trailers begin to, reveal themselves. And yeah. Hockey season's back.
Yes, sir. It is back. So with that is the NHL 24 gameplay reveal. We'll be back next week for our thoughts on the technical test. I'm sure there's another trailer coming out for World of Chell very soon. And then, all throughout September, preseason's coming. They're going to have more trailers for this. So, subscribe and stay tuned for that stuff. Until then, if you're listening to this while you're driving, because I will put this on the audio podcast, drive safe. And thanks for watching, everyone, on YouTube. NHL 24 is here, whether you like it or not, and we'll deep dive into it more at another time. Take care, guys.
For more content, visit our YouTube channel and check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to follow the guys on social media at Matt_Mondays, at Nick LaFlame, and at Darius Dominguez.